So you were telling me a little bit about HQ Trivia, which you got me to sign up for. Like,
You know, for all honesty, I told you to get an extra life. No, I'm just kidding. I told you because it's a cool phenomenon, but I did get an extra life yesterday when you signed up for it, which helped me get to question 8 yesterday because I got one wrong.
Which one did you get wrong? Was it the third one?
Yes, it was, yeah.
I got that wrong too.
Yeah, I got it wrong and I was like, oh no, and then your extra life came through and I kept going. I got to question 8 and then
I feel like it was deceptively asked. The question was not like straight on.
No, I've been screwed in this game with a really oddly worded questions.
Yeah.
That you have 10 seconds and whose fault is that? Is that mine for not being intelligent enough to decipher the question? I don't know.
So tell us about the actual
thing. HQ. I think a lot of people that are listening may or may not know what it is. If you don't know what it is, I recommend downloading it. It's basically a live trivia game that's played on an app. It was first available on iOS back in August of 2017, and they just updated it to include Android devices. And they have shows during the week at 3 p.m. Eastern and 9 p.m. Eastern, and then Saturday and Sunday only at 9 p.m. Eastern. And it's a live game show. So you open the app at 3 o'clock, so you're playing on a Friday at 3 p.m. Open the app, you'll be in a lobby, and you'll see people can chat, and there'll be little designs and graphics kind of playing, and it's all live. We're all looking at the same thing together. And then a timer will start to tell you the game's about to start, and then you have a host all of a sudden show up, full screen. They're talking at you. It's live.
Is it different hosts each time, or is it always that person that was hosting?
So you saw a female, I believe, right? A blonde woman. So I've only been playing this maybe 2 weeks, and it's normally a guy. His name's Scott. He's become famous, within the app and starting to get larger. Kind of a comedian, is a local New York comedian. Okay. And they've started to swap in different hosts. For example, was it Thursday evening? The host for the 9 p.m. game show was Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel did the show that night. And he asked the questions. So the person will do some banter, and then they get to the questions. You get 12 questions. If you get all the way to the end, all the winners get to split the prize. Normally it's $2,000. So, that means all the people that win might split it, and it might be $2 a person, something like that. Okay. And the biggest prize I've seen was $10,000 last Sunday evening.
And how many people won that?
400 people won that. Actually, a coworker of mine got to the very last question and got that one wrong. And was upset. He was super upset about it until he saw I only would have won $24 anyway.
I'll take $24.
I'd take $24, but more than that, it'd be I got to the end of HQ. They're hard questions.
Where do you think they get the money for that?
So, from what I know, I've got some info here. I did a little bit of research. Now, this was created by the people that created Vine.
Oh,
right? It's the same creators, and basically they have.
Is Vine still a thing now?
Didn't it get?
It got absorbed into something, right?
I think it just got killed.
Wow, I know. It was like a desert. Everyone just abandoned it. Snapchat and Instagram just took it out with that story.
Snapchat.
But now Snapchat is losing.
Yeah, Instagram's taking them out too.
It was amazing. I remember when they were going back and forth, and they were deliberately stealing from each other. It was so obvious. It was hilarious. You'd wake up and then you see the bubble, and then Instagram added the filters, and then what did Snap? Snap took something from them.
Well, Snapchat was all about this. It wasn't live, but it was these short private videos. Now you can do video on Instagram. Facebook
was it the live?
Remember Facebook Live? Did Facebook Live come first?
I think Facebook was the first one. Well, technically Twitter with Periscope.
Periscope, yeah.
But I think of all the ones, it was Facebook Live, which people still use.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird, man. So okay, you were saying.
So they're a startup company. So there's no ads on it right now.
Right, that's what I was saying. I didn't see any ads.
Venture capitalists. I think they have an endowment, or somebody as believes in them and is backing them financially for now, because basically they're trying to build it up, because there's time. You played it yesterday, right?
Right.
You said when you get in there, you're in this lobby and nothing's happening. You're just seeing the stuff playing. Like, could you imagine just one ad
right
playing?
Kind of like before a movie.
Yeah. And how many people they're going to reach. Did you see how many people were in the game?
500,000.
It was 500,000. When I played that Sunday night, that the prize was $10,000, it was over 1 million people playing.
Wow. So they have pure numbers that they can go to any investor or advertiser and be like, hey man, for this much, I mean, because they have a low operating cost, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was super glitchy. Did you notice?
Yeah, it was very glitchy.
Yeah.
It's kind of a smart idea. Like, I just don't. Why do you think people will like it? I mean, other than, I guess it's just straightforward.
Who doesn't like winning? Who's anybody that's competitive or that fancies himself intellectual, or that I don't know if you've ever done this.
Fancy myself?
Have you?
No.
Oh, you should.
I mean, well.
Are you calling me out on using archaic language?
I didn't call you out. I was seeking clarification if the question was, have I ever fancied myself?
All right, that was an awkward pause that made the question kind of awkward, maybe. All right, have you ever played bar trivia? Like, gone to a bar and you do group trivia, you make a name and like.
I hate bar trivia.
You hate it?
Hate it.
Why?
I don't know. Well, one, I'm there to drink, and it tends to slow down the service. and two,
you're an efficient bar patron.
I'm for it, but I just find that trivia seems to take over the bar in a way that slows down everything, and everything becomes about the trivia. And
okay, so take yourself out of the equation. All those other people playing,
they love it.
They really enjoy it, right?
They love it. It drives me crazy.
Yeah, but this is that crowd,
right?
Only
without
you can do it all the time,
and you get paid
anywhere.
Get paid real money. Well, 2,000 split.
$2, $3. You can't withdraw. So if you win money, you can withdraw it via PayPal.
That's fine.
But you have to win at least $20 before you can withdraw.
That's messed up.
Yeah, I mean, so essentially that means how many people have they actually paid out?
Oh.
How much money have they actually spent?
That's really smart. They put some time into the front end of this.
Right?
Man, that's smart.
So could you imagine selling a question to a company, right? Could you imagine if, let's say, Starbucks, like, paid HQ $1,000 for a sponsored question, basically, like.
That's gotta be.
In what
their
year did Starbucks blah blah, right? Like, you can sell a question to a company.
Right.
And then people that use the app could buy a life. That extra life that I got from you just by sharing the app with you and you signing up got me that extra life. Eventually people can buy it, right? I'm sure people will. Just for the thrill of winning a game. Who doesn't like winning? Everybody likes to #win.
Except. No, I'm not going to do it.
All right.
I was going to take a jab at a football team, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to take the high road. So, yeah, I mean, it was a really cool experience. I mean, I didn't know what to expect. I mean, obviously trivia, and then it took a while to get going. So then I was just kind of like wondering the whole time, is this thing working or is it messed up? And then it started and it was crazy. But I think it gives a good amount of stimulants, because when you get it right, you see who got it wrong, and you're moving on to the next round.
Yeah, it's super cool. I think it's fun. I think there's a side effect to it. So I work at my job. I'm basically I work in an office from 9 to 6, and as I said, I started maybe 2 weeks ago. So in our office, started with one guy playing, and he kind of asked people and was like, "No, I never heard of it," or something. So yeah, then it was 2 people. And now, at 2:58 every day, I mean, I set my alarm on my phone. It starts buzzing at 2:58, and it's like, HQ, everybody, and we all kind of like stop whatever we're doing. and we all like huddle up.
But is that a
and help each other?
Is that a side effect or is that a? I think that's a good thing.
No, it is. I mean, side effect doesn't have to be a bad thing, right?
Right.
It's a side effect.
I think a side effect. Well, it's a. I guess. No, but it just has a negative connotation.
It does.
You would never say.
Are there positive side effects to STDs?
Yes, no, not STDs, but there are positive side effects to eating certain diets.
Yeah.
They have like a primary goal, but there's side effects of that.
If you work out, is the side effect getting in better shape?
No. Well, I guess.
I mean,
it depends on the goal. I think for some people, most people, the side effect is getting healthy.
You know, there's a side effect to dieting, and that's like bad moods, like being grumpy.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know how you're doing it.
Yeah, I don't mean either. It's tough.
I've been telling myself I'm going to diet for a while.